Greetings and welcome to Factorio. I'm Dgray, and today we continue our Warptorio series, where one of the first things I want to address, thanks to the feedback from you guys and a bit of research myself, is how we can start to manage our warp beacon. So the main issue is pretty much our power, and I really want it to work since it does a lot of good things for our science production and in turn our resource consumption. So what I want to do is actually go down to the boiler floor. One of the reasons we have at the moment up top is that we're not getting enough water up there since we can't transfer enough. So what we could do is actually set up one of these areas with what's called steam engines, and just have a lot of power down here being produced by steam. So that's what I'm going to try to do at the beginning of this episode. So let's just quickly go up top and grab some boilers and some steam engines. Since I can't remember where we're producing them, I'll just request some to my person. That shouldn't be too hard. Would also like to get some substations, to be honest. I think they'll help in terms of getting power around downstairs if we're not gonna use what's it called? Let's see here, robots for everything. But we might do that, to be honest. But let's just do this for now and see if we can't get things set up. That also lets me know that we are actually not producing them anywhere at the moment. But luckily, with our very, very nice setup, that is something we can very easily do. So here we are, and you. And to be honest, while this is starting to work, we could actually go out and turn off that insane amount of stone we're getting in, because that is actually quite a lot. So let's go there and see if we can't just turn it off because we have way too much. Maybe just doing that will be enough. Let's try and see if we can stop getting things in then, since they run out of power. Or to be honest, I might as well just go out and disconnect it, since we think we have about 18k stone here, but we have 33k stone in the base, and we're using something like 200 a minute. So to be honest, it doesn't really matter if we just remove all of this, just for now. That's one of the things I'd like to get done, and these do have some in them, but that should easily be taken out by the last of these robots. This should also save a bit on the power usage we have at the moment, since that is quite a bit. Oh, that's a lot of things we're picking up. Let's stop with that, please. And you can just go back in this one. So let's just leave this here. We can always come back and pick it up in a little while, but for now I think it's fine enough the way it is. So let's just hook up the power and get the rest moved. Then let's go back, let's go downstairs and let's fix that up, because we do have enough for it to work. And that should also make it a lot easier in terms of getting water to our things. So here we are. Let's take the corner over here. I think that'll be one of the easiest way to do it. So let's deconstruct you. To be honest, we can deconstruct this area as well, and just move this blueprint over here and set it up somewhere like this. I think will be fine. And then we can always add the rest as we go. So now we have water flowing in. Let's see here, do we have a pump on our person? We might not. There we are. One pump right here, and we can actually fill in 4. That can help us when this expands, but for now I think 1 will be good, or maybe even 2. But we can take them from each side, so we can actually do like a whole lot of steam engines. Is that even something you can say? A whole lot. But let's see here. If we want to fit in 2 for now. So let's see here. We want 1, 2, and then a boiler. Where are you at, little boilers? There we are. And I want to get in 1 space in between for the power. If that is even needed. To be honest, let's just do this to be sure we have enough. And then do this times 2. Add a small amount of pipe, because then we can actually have a few poles here in between. So if you have this, then we'll do double requester ones, since why not just fly it in with robots, since that is what we've done so far. And it works very, very well. Then let's keep that going at the moment. So what if we do something like this? 1 here and the other one, if you want to do both sides. Oh, just barely enough. Well, not barely enough, but just missing a bit. Because then we can actually flip this around and do it like that. Of course, we'll need to make room for 1 roboport, so we can get things flown in. So right there, is that inside? Oh, that could be something we can do on both sides actually. Just line up 1 of those to give robot coverage to all of this. I think that could be quite good. But for now at least, I think this will work. Let's try and expand this over and see how many we take up in terms of things. That's gonna cut off an entire line of robots. And I don't think we can move it anywhere to accommodate that, unless we just do this and place it down here somewhere. That could actually be fine. In terms of getting the rest of this set up somewhere like that. So how many do we have here? We have 14. I think the correct ratio is 20 to 40. So one can barely not supply this, but if we just hook up a second one, then we will have more than enough water, and then we don't need to move things upstairs. And that could actually be quite nice for once. So let's just... Oh, we can't fill in... Oh, we can have 1 each place. Oh. Silly me. That's what you guys keep telling me to put down 1. I was like, why do you need to put down 1? We can have 4 each place. But as it stands, we can't have 4. We can only have 1 each place. So that's actually a mistake on my part. But you live, you learn. So that's actually fine. So let's just move this up here to right here. Get some pipes out. And then we have enough water flowing in. Now we just need the next part, and that is pretty much just moving some coal down here. And since we have so much coal, we might as well just split this off and make it go 2 ways. What are you moving down? You're moving iron. That shouldn't actually be needed so much, so we could actually just do... Yeah, let's just remove these 2 for now, because we need a better setup anyway. But what if we just split this one? Right there. That's a horrible split, but let's just do it like this so we have the same thing going as always. And then we have 1 going up this way. Yeah, let's just do it right here. And that means we have coal flowing in. Very, very nice. And that coal can easily be taken out and put into... yeah, pretty much storage chest or whatever we want them to be in. So what if we just do something like storage? We do have some spare storage here and there we could actually use for it. So what if we just use this little area here for storage? Oh, not good. We use that for storage, and then we can actually just take out all the coal we need into active provider chest. Is that the best way to do it? I think it is. Let's do that. Here is some things to move them around. We do have construction robots down here. Let's just give it a few more. But that'll give us coal. And I kind of forgot to set the coal up on these ones. So I like to move in 50 at a time. You can just request from wherever you want. Then we just need to go grab a ton more things. Hook these up to our... Oh, they're already hooked up through this one. So that's going to supply us with a lot more power, and hopefully we can activate our beacon again. And then everything will be good. Because I very much want this one to work like that. So that'll slow this down. It'll probably start to cost us a ton of power, as you can see. But if I just grab a few more of these, I think we should be fine. Do we have enough things down there? I think we do. So hopefully this will solve most of our power issues. Just put down one of these to put in the things we need. Some boilers, stuff like that. You can also get a few of these. And then, oh, we need the inserters as well. Let's see if we can grab a stack from over here and put that down in the boiler room. Now that we have this, I think we will be in a good spot. Oh, did we just get Factory for Beacon 4? That was insanely fast. This one, bit too expensive, I think, for now, though it might be good to get. Could also get a Coverax. Oh, and this one. Because that will give us the speed. And that might be useful. But to be honest, we can... Oh yeah, we can get a new... Let's get the next power armor. Just because I want to move a bit faster than we are at the moment. This one we'll leave for a little while. But let's also get the fusion reactor. And since we have so much going for us at the moment up here, I think it wouldn't be too bad. That is without power. Oh, yeah. Completely forgot that it will be outside the range of these. But hopefully this will solve that issue for us. There we go. And everything has water, everything is going. We just need a ton more boilers. No, we need a ton more steam engines. So let's just increase what this can store a small amount. This is actually going quite slowly. There we are. You can just move. There we are. So this is good. That means we're saving a ton of resources. We have pretty much all the main things coming into this floor right now. And 108 that we're just pretty much missing copper now. Which is slowly building up. And supplying wherever it's needed. So that's actually not too shabby, to be honest. So now that that is working, now that this is working as well, we could actually add more labs now. But first things first, let's give you one more. So we had 60%, but a 70% speed reduction. So they're extremely slow, but they cost almost no resources. So we've got an R back. Oh, now it might be too much, but right here, you can see, can we get science on? If we look at that. Yeah, we had it going up here and then it went down, and I think we are saving quite a bit in terms of resources we are using at the moment. So that is very, very nice. Kind of want to expand this. Oh, it can reach just these. Look how close we are. We should probably move most of this in here. Would probably be one of the best solutions. But wow, the power is still not holding strong. And that's just because we are running 3 times the energy consumption. That is insane. But that's only if the beacon hits him right. Or is that for everything, even though it's not using it? Why can we check that? This one doesn't get productivity. so it's not getting that increased energy cost. Good. But the rest are, so we definitely need to get the rest of the steam engines up down here. Let's go over here and just set them up very, very easily. There we are. Please fill in these. And what else are we missing down here? More inserters? No. These are missing power. I thought we gave them power. These are missing few. What? They don't have any power because those. Oh, wait. What? Oh, we definitely need to go out and see what's going on up there. Something is getting seriously killed. Is that hooking them up? Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, they destroyed everything. So that does mean we'll probably have to leave this place very, very soon. So now power is flowing. That should be fine. But what did the biters eat? Oh, they're eating this out here. That's completely fine. That is an empty area, not really being used anymore. So let's just go out and clear them out, and then oh, they're quite big. How strong are they? Oh, damn, they are quite strong now. So let's just use another stabilizer. And then I'm ready to leave this world at the end of this episode. I think that'll be a quite good time to do it. Luckily, we do more than enough damage to take care of them. So let's just remove this small part here. And then we can kind of leave the rest. To be honest, we could leave. We could also. Oh, are those full? That means the copper is not flowing in fast enough. Let's go have a look at that, because we are getting a ton of copper from here, and we are getting. Is that 2 full belts in? Yeah, we are getting 2 full belts in, but we just can't store enough. And to be honest, a good way to do this is maybe, what if we do... Okay, let's try this. We'll fill a ton of these. Then we'll change these to buffer chests. They're pretty much just requests from the other ones. I want you to request whatever is available. So pretty much just request anything that we can mine. That way these will always fill up. But that'll also mean as soon as we go inside with these, they will fill up with things we have stored if they're not being used anywhere. Copper, that's 4, and uranium, we can also take that as well. So hopefully this means that we can now use this everywhere. And yeah, I think that'll be fine. If not, we'll have to make them request a chest instead. But then we'll have to do this, then we can't just pick it out of them for other things. Let's try this for now. We might have to change them to request a chest. Do give your input on that at some point, and tell me if you think that is correct in that assumption. So let's go back to the space and see our things flowing through nicely. We might want to stop some of this coal coming in, or at least find some way of limiting it, because we are getting quite a bit of coal. I don't even know how much we have. 5k, 10k, 130k. So yeah, we have enough coal for the foreseeable future, so we'll just let it build up for now, and then we'll sort it at some point later. There we are. How about a boiler floor? That's producing a ton of pollution now, but it seems it is keeping up with demand. Even with a new improved productivity. Productivity much less than this one. So now I pretty much just want to expand this because things are filling up. Let's see how long this takes to make. Oh, that is slow. It's almost grinded to a halt. And that's probably also what's affecting our... No, that's fine. That's just not being moved down here because... Oh, it's full. So yeah, it is just struggling to produce even one. But then again, we do have a ton of productivity. So that is good in that regard. Should we add... Let's see if we check science. How much have we built up? Not that much productivity yet. That is chugging along nicely. Luckily we're not using any right now, so that could actually be a good time to build it up. And then with these things going, it shouldn't be too bad. We might want to start to add, what's it called, speed beacons around the place. At least as soon as we make sure that our power can handle this. And do some beacon builds. That could actually be quite nice to set up. But until then, we'll just stay with this. And things are going just as planned. The power up here is... or the water, sorry, is still not completely filling up. But maybe that is complete... Huh. Okay, that's strange. It's not filling up from this one. But if I turn it like that, it fills up. Might just be stealing the water from somewhere else. That's strange. Oh well, but that way we'll at least have some here, so that's actually fine. Power. Yeah, we might want to set up one more, what's it called? Steam engine down here. And to be honest, we can easily fit in one down here, just one side of this. I think we'll be able to fit. So what if we steal this part? Copy that down here and just line it up very nicely with the rest of it. And just fly in whatever we need. So let's try that. So we can get the power up and running as needed. Then we just need to get the water over here. And that shouldn't be too hard. What if we do something like... Then I can't go through anymore, and that would be quite annoying. But yeah, that's fine. Let's just do this. Or to be honest, we might be able to use the water from here, because I think we are pumping more than what is being used. Because how many do we have here? Let's see. We only have 42 boilers, so 2 should actually just barely supply enough for this. So to be honest, let's just hook them both up and see if that won't be enough for what I'm trying to do. So what if we hook you two up here together, and we'll hook this one in right here and do that. And then maybe do a small storage tank for some of this. Not sure if it should be steam or it should be for water. Let's store one water just for now, just to see if this will work as I hope it will. This one filling up, being a bit of a buffer for the rest of these, but then the water should flow as intended. And here's some power for you, my friend. And then we just need to hook this up, because this one might be able to grab him, but it's not connecting up the wire, as I found out. But there we are. 84 boilers. No, steam engines. So our power should be going up now. It is. We are holding strong in terms of power. So many things to go through. It's just a huge mess right here. But that is actually completely fine. So is it about time we try to beacon things? let's try and set up a bit of a beacon production. Or actually maybe move some of these things around so we get these into the middle. And all of our non-beacon stuff can be out here. Oh, 0.3 crafting speed. That is just horrible. But we are getting a ton of productivity. So should we start moving this around and getting our science inside here? I think it might be a good idea, and it shouldn't be too bad to do. So first things first, let's move things out that can't be beaconed. I think that might be a good solution. So what if we move in our yellow science first? Or utility, and move this one out. So let's see here. I'd like to cut... Oh, not shoot it, sorry. I'd like to cut you. Just place you down here for now. Then I'd like to move you free. Somewhere. Could do it right here, making this the bottom of our area. So let's cut you free to right here. I know that'll make sure that they'll start producing again, because our science will go into storage. But that's actually completely fine to start working again at a very, very slow speed. These are fine here. They're beaconed. That's beaconed as well. This is not beaconed, so you can move all of this. Let's pretty much get all of the chests first. Down here. Let's get our purple chest, or active providers. Then we get this one. It's right here, and to be honest, let's just move you over to the right here, because it seems it fits in nicely. And then we get the last requested chest. Oh, not that part, sorry. Get the requested chests down here as well. Right here. So now that is moved. Anything else not being productivity? That is not. Just kind of need to make room for a few more things. Yeah, I know you're missing productivity, but luckily we can easily set that up. That should help some of it at least. But what else do we need to move? These can actually, they're not that expensive, they're not first priority to get inside, but, or what's called productivity should be. All of this can be moved, no issues at all. So are we so lucky that we can actually do this? And they can say, right, nope, we're not that lucky. Ooh. Oh snap, did not mean to do that. Watch out how many times you undo things, because you might get into trouble. So it's a bit misaligned, that is fine. We'll just have to live with that until we clear out this area over here. So where can we move this in the meantime, if you want this to be a science area? It'll be aligned after these, so we could actually just move them down from the top, having in 3 of these, then move in the rest next to it. If we move this one, we'll have enough room. So let's just do a simple move. You can just go here for now. Then we can take 1, 2 to right here. Get our belt as well. That's stuck right there. Please go down here together with the rest of the family. Next to this, that's probably not going to fit in either, because we know it won't be, or won't fit, so we'll have to move that some other way. We can move you into a little central area here instead, so you can stay there, and we can move you. That should be fine. Does it get any power here? It doesn't look like it, unless we have some huge beacon thing. Let's do that for now. So let's move all of our red signs somewhere. Those two can actually just go down there. Then we can move all of our signs up to here. And it lines up that way and lines up that way, so we'll have a small corridor here in the middle. So if we just move the red to right here, it shouldn't be that bad. So something like here we can have the red. And then we can move... Yeah, don't take it to me, please. I'm not the right guy to hold all that junk. Here's all the signs you can take somewhere else. Because that will now move out. Be crafted there. Then we'll have one right here in the middle, so it lines up. Oh, it doesn't line up then. But pretty much just line it up with what we have here in the middle. I think that'll be the easiest way to control it. So let's move down our roboports. You can go down here just one over. Then we have some poles we can take down. Do we fit? Not yet. Let's just stack you on top. That's fine. So now that is fixed. Here's a power pole to connect you up. And then we're starting to get this in here in the middle. And productivity at 40%. That's quite good. And what is the next thing we'll have to move? Pretty much all the screens. Oh, that's all beacons, so we want to let this stay in here and that as well. This can stay, but you are not, so you can actually move down here somewhere. Same with everything over here pretty much. So where should we move you? We have 2 empty slots right here. That is making science. Productivity for you. Let's just move you 2 down there for now. You can stay here, and then right next to it we'll get something else. You can go away, and then we connect the science up to up here. Let's just get the green up. What do we have? 1, 2, 3 or something like that we can fit in. Move a bit at a time. Then we can move all of this. That's pretty much taking up way too much room right now. So you can go to pretty much, let's just say right here. And take this one. It's so nice getting all this cleaned up. It's been annoying me quite a while that we didn't have enough room for things. 2 more green. We can actually just stack on top of the red over here. We can always move it in a bit. Doesn't cost us anything. Then we have 1, 2. Yeah, you 2 can actually just move up here. Then we'll move all of this junk, the belt things here, down to there. As soon as this has been moved out. Definitely need to get more robots. Please just go here. Let's see if this goes badly. How many robots do we have? 17 construction. What the dickens? Go and help, please. There we are. So now that is moved. Now we just have some solar we need to get away. Let's see, solar can just move. Just go here for now, and then I'll move you in just a second again. And those 2 are missing somewhere down here, I think. So right there they're missing. Good. Now we can move all of our... Let's just take our production science, or military science is fine as well. Please go in here. We get all of our chemical science right next to it. Let's stack these on top. So right there. And then we have a bit of room over here to fit in the rest of these. So 1, 2 can go away. Down here with you guys. Let's get you away and let's do that. There we are. And more things here to move. So away with you. And 1, 2 can go down there as well. And then this is by itself. That's a bit annoying, but these can go down next to it. 1, 2, 3. Go right there. And look how nice and tidy this looks. I am very, very pleased with that. And this is just missing a ton of productivity modules. But hopefully they'll get flown in very, very soon. I just need to get a lot more up and running. That is kinda the issue I'm facing at the moment. Productivity for days. And we need you two here to fly in as well. And you can just stay somewhere like here for now. And the same with the 2 from over here. Do we only have 3 of them producing? That's actually quite a surprise that I don't have more than that producing them. Oh well, that's something we'll have to look at, but at least now they're getting 40% productivity compared to the 20% they had before. Oh, they need to move somewhere with power, or we just do this for now until it's sorted out. So now the factory is actually looking very, very nice. I've moved pretty much all assigned inside. Now I just need to beacon most of this. And I think next episode will be us beaconing this and figuring out how to do it, because look how slow it is. That's painfully slow. So as soon as the fusion... Oh, we'll actually just look at the fusion reactor next time and craft ourselves the Power Armor Mark II. So hopefully you enjoyed this little cleaning and watching the beacon in action after we actually got it some power. And looking forward to what else we can design with this new setup. So fusion reactor done. The next research we'll do, we'll find out next episode. So tune in there when we set something new up and running. But thank you so much for watching, guys. Hopefully you'll like and subscribe. And then I will see you next episode. Bye, guys.